A number of times in my life, I've run across this tribal ritual that is very popular in New Zealand and is used in the New Zealand rugby team quite often. It's a ritual called the haka. And the purpose behind the haka is twofold. One is to intimidate the enemy or to intimidate your rival. The other is to pump you up, to pump up your team, to pump up your tribe and get you jacked for the battle ahead. Now, you may be asking why I bring this up. Well, it came to mind to me today while I was listening to my book on my morning walk, and it was in my head from the author, and it just hit me that this is a tool that every single one of us can use in our daily life. So it's Tony Robbins calls it priming. There's another number of other people. You could call it getting jacked up, getting pumped up, whatever. But we don't use this concept enough to set ourselves up for success throughout the day. I do it every morning. I do some form of priming every morning to wake my body up from sleep, to get me going, to get my heart rate going even before I take my walk. And it really is what helps to set me up for success. And then there's other opportunities throughout the day. If I'm going into a meeting that I think is going to be challenging or maybe even combative with a customer, I will use different techniques that I want to show you in a minute that you can use. They're very, very easy and they're very, very familiar to you. But if I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post one of the many, many video links of the New Zealand All Blacks rugby team doing their version of the haka prior to a match against, I think the team's France in this video. It's just an amazing thing to watch. It always brings me goosebumps and always just gets me fired up from watching it. That's actually one way you could do it. Watch something like that that inspires you. Anything that inspires you will get you ready for that kind of a challenge. Also, there's other ways to do it. Get physical. Change your physiology. Change how your body moves. Get out of your chair if you're sitting in an office chair. If you have an opportunity, you can dance around a little bit. You can do a few fist pumps in the air. That's another good one. But some really, really good ones that don't involve a lot of action, but are very, very effective. First and foremost, Superman pose. Think about it. Think about that classic picture of Superman that you've seen on every Superman movie, you see on every Superman comic. It's everywhere. It's what you think of when you think of Superman. He's standing there, chest puffed out, his chin up a little bit and his head back, and his hands on his hips. And I know you can't see it. I'll post some links on the post on Facebook and on the blog, but trust me, you do that and stand tall like that, breathing deep into your chest breathing deep into your belly and also breathing into your chest. Get those really nice deep breaths in. Do that for 5 to 10 breaths and your physiology will change for the better. You will be up for the challenge. The longer you do it, the better you'll be. And if you don't resonate with Superman, an alternate, Wonder Woman. She does the same thing. So there you have it. There's a tip for today, and it's like something you can use every single day, multiple times a day, to get you ready for a meeting, for a phone call, for a conversation with your spouse, your kids, a family member, family holidays, birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Great opportunity to get you set and ready to handle whatever may come your way. I hope you found that helpful to you, and you find it helpful in your days to come and changing your ways and being a more positive person in this world. You can always find me at robrell.com, on Facebook at robrellblog, and please, as always, share and like this post so that it gets seen more and more throughout Facebook land. And thank you very much for taking your time. Bye-bye.